Recording in progress. All right, let's start. Big deep breath. Inhale, open up. Oh, reach out. Get as high as you can toward the ceiling with your fingertips. Maybe a little arch. And then exhale, just soft, let the arms come down easy for a landing. Inhale, open, reach it out and up. Fill up your lungs. Think of your breath going deep down into your pelvis as your arms go up. And then exhale, release. Bend your knees. Inhale, open it up, stretch it out and up. Big, tall, and long. And exhale, wide, and come down. And we're going to open our feet a little wider. You're going to inhale up. Interlace your hands up over your head, just shifting from side to side. As you're shifting from side to side, let your shoulder blades move around on your back. So you're not totally stabilizing your back. You're letting the shoulder blades move a little bit, stretching that space underneath your shoulder blades, underneath your armpit. So you're kind of pulling one arm a little bit more up than the other. Letting that like kind of massage the back of your lungs. More spaciousness in the lungs. And then coming in, you're going to make circles over your head with your hands. So fingers are kind of pulling apart, arms are circling, shoulders are, again, mobilizing around. We're not trying to stabilize them, we're giving them movement. And then the other way, same thing. If you feel like really being a perfectionist, change your fingers so your non-dominant finger is in front. Making the halo over your head. And then you're going to spiral, twisting from side to side, looking behind you, big spiral. Letting that really spiral through your spine, from your pelvis up through your eyeballs. It's a whole nervous system getting this chance to spiral. I think there might be one more person. Let me just look and see if Saul is somewhere. Nope. Okay. Coming back in, let's do this, opening out into a big X. Actually, I'm going to offer this as an offering. If you have weights, if you have light weights, you're going to grab your light weights. Mine happen to be 2 red balls, of course. Reaching out, you're just going to cross and then reach it out. Crossing, reaching, crossing, reaching. If you have like even like a can of beans or 2, you could use that. So if you don't have weights at home, get something else that works. And if the weights are too heavy, just do it for 2 seconds and then put them down. If we were in Nia class, we might say, pick the apple, put it in the basket. Pick the apple, put it in the basket. At least the Nia class that I took. That was a long time ago. I'm sure it's come a long way. All right, we're going to take your weights inside your hands, like you're holding these 2 little balls, or 2 weights. Just reaching out, one out and then the other. A little spiral in your upper body, let your head turn. Like you're tracking along these 2 parallel tracks. No weights is also fine. Good. And then turn them down and punch out right in front of you. And then you're going to spiral out and then bring it in. Out, in, out, in. Like your hand is spiraling through infinity. Out, in, out, in through your nose, out through your mouth. So the punch. Good. Get rid of your weights. We're going to just shake it out for a second. Figure 8 your hands. Thinking of your fingertips, each as like an individual light, the ET fingertip thing. You have a little light on the tip of your fingers and you're just flashing them around. You are the disco lighting system. You know, they have those disco balls that do this, the lighting ones, and the lights are shooting all over the place. Yes. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. And something else. Oh, I want you to do the breath. Inhale up, exhale, grab. So yeah, it's last one. And then we're going to inhale up and push out and plie. Inhale into the vertical, exhale, push out to the horizontal. Really actively pushing out. Three more. And then inhale up. And then rounding your energy, pressing down. Inhale. Opening up, bringing in all the lightness and inspiration, and then rounding down. Inhale, floating up. Light, free, and easy. Exhale. Pushing with some actual like muscle tension, pushing down, like you're pushing something underwater, like big empty jugs, pushing down. And one more. Opening your heart, lungs, and push it down. Shake it out, sparkle your whole body like you are a snow globe, just shaking it all out, getting that lymphatic system going, getting any extra tension in your body to release. Yeah, and let's do some, just a quick hands-on, starting at your head, giving yourself the 10 little dragons running through the forest and making their way down. Oh, it might change the, like, feel what your skin wants as you make your way down from your head through your body, just waking up the outer surface of your skin, right? Oh, they used to say the skin was the largest organ of your body. And then they say the fascia is the largest organ of your body. But any of these things is still separating out. It's all one body. So, and it's all interconnected. Like the skin is moving right into the fascia and just giving your body a little bit of movement. Especially take some time here in your sacrum and butt, maybe a little smack. And just feeling into what your body feels like now that you've kind of woken it up. And we did all that breath work. So it's kind of cold in my apartment. So that breath work, I could really feel it coming in kind of cold. And then we're going to fold forward, feet wide, and shift from side to side. So take it into a forward fold, then one knee, then the other. Check out your floor. Oh, breathe, let it go. Hamstring, spine. Imagining that each vertebrae and each disc of your spine has all the room it needs. And within that, in your spinal cord is lots of space. And as you move, you're inviting any kind of stuckness or any kind of calcification or any kind of plaque to just reabsorb. The fluidity of your system has the strength to reabsorb some of that plaque. If only in your imagination, but I think it actually really does. So movement can really help with that. All right, let's take it down to the floor. And let me just readjust my camera. And we're gonna go all the way down. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, bend your knees. And inhale, have a moment of inspiration. Exhale, inhale, lift, lengthen, exhale, and inhale. Open it up, exhale, rolling down, breathing into every cell of your body. Exhale, coming up, open, exhale, inhale, stretch away from center, get really long, exhale, kind of like we're inchworming our bodies, caterpillaring along, roll it down, stretch it out, bring it in, inhale up. We're going to change it. The beginning is the same. Roll it down, Inhale, exhale, roll it all the way up, and then inhale, spiral. Serve the sandwiches to everybody on one side of the room. Bring it back in. Inhale, stretch it out, exhale, bring it up. Sandwiches for everybody else. Bring it in. Down, stretch it out. Exhale up. Nice platter. Would you like the cucumber ones with white bread and butter and the edges cut off? Or would you like the lobster roll? That's what I want. Exhale up. Oh, I can't eat bread now. No lobster roll for me. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale. Inhale, fill up your lungs. Open. Exhale. Inhale, stretch. Exhale. Serve the sandwiches. Get that big spiral. One more time each side. Open it up. Exhale. Inhale and come into center. Take your hands behind you on the floor and you're going to press up. Inhale up and exhale. Either scoop your butt back or just butt down to the floor. So inhale up, exhale. Going 1, 2, 3. Really push through so the back of your body is working on the top of that, getting the stretch in the front of your deltoids, maybe in the front of your pecs. And then stay up and pulse, pushing up with your butt. Going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Take it down, all the way down to the floor. Draw your knees into your chest. Let your bone weight drop into the floor. So the bones are sort of the densest part of our bodies. Let that weightedness come down. And it's doing it anyway. Just imagine that it's happening more. Circles with your knees, easy circles, lubricating up your hip sockets, massaging out your lower back, breathing. Not struggling with gravity. You're in a great relationship with gravity here. It's holding you on the planet. Change direction. You're not going to fall off the planet. So lucky. And then come in, lower your feet down to the floor. And let's see, I'm kind of squished here with my couch, but I think I'm going to do it anyway. Maybe I'll just turn around. So we're going to do there's a few versions of this. Let's take the arms out to the sides. You're going to lift your pelvis up if you want to. You're going to just drop one hip, lift it up, and come down to one leg. So you lift, you go to the outside of that leg, you press and lift, and come down. If that feels like too much, just go up and down. So you can also just lift and lower. That's also fine. The next version, you're going to lift, lower your leg, take your elbow underneath you, push your weight forward into a little bit of an arch, and then come back into the floor. Arm goes out, leg goes up, push through the ceiling, and lower all the way down. Pressing up, arm comes under you, leg goes down, you shift onto the side of your body, take it into an arch, and then bring it back, push the floor away, lift and lower down. So for me, this actually feels really good in my shoulders and arms, like it kind of massages them out. And we also get that beautiful extension of the spine, which we don't get if we're just doing this. But if it's too much, don't do it. The next version is you can take that top leg and just stretch it out. So it's the same beginning. You come in and then you just stretch out the leg on top. Pressing up, elbow comes underneath you, shift onto your side, press it up and out. And then bring it in, push the floor away, pelvis up and lower down. Pelvis lifts up, elbow comes underneath you, shift onto your side, reach and open, big back bend, come back in, push the floor away, lift and lower. Press it up, onto your side, reach it out, open, open, back bendy, bring it back in, and press and lower down. And let's do just a knee drop from side to side from there, just letting your knees fall from side to side. Letting your knees release, opening all the way through the middle so you have inner thigh stretched and then close. But really relaxed and easy. We're not going for a massive stretch. We're going for relaxing the muscles, coming into a really neutral in the legs. Okay, and I'm going to just adjust my camera again. Modern technology. Look at that, bringing it down. There we go. Okay, and let's do that internal rotation because I can see Philip's doing it. One leg in, and then the other. It feels so good. Your tissue needs this. Internally rotating one leg, internally rotating the other. If you want to stay longer, go for it. You can also hook your heel and just hang out in that. Breathe into it. Inner spiral. Changing whenever you're ready. If you need to stay longer in anything, by all means, make it work for you. And then coming back in. And let's do, stretch your legs all the way out down below you. You're going to flex your feet there. Hands behind your head. First, let's just come up the middle. Exhale up, reaching through your heels. Inhale, opening your lungs. Exhale. In through your nose. Exhale. Try to breathe everything out. Inhale. It's actually not possible to breathe everything out. There's always going to be some air in there, creating space. Inhale, open. But imagine that you are. Let this also stretch the back of your neck. So as you're coming up, stretching through the upper back and neck. One more. And relax. Just drop your head down. Let the weight of your head drop into the floor. Turn it from side to side. Let the weight of the world drop off of your shoulders as you're laying here. Just in your body for this next little while. Nothing else to have to think about or do. Try to stay present with your own body, with what's going on, feeling into it. Become curious, like, what would it feel like if I changed it a little? What would it feel like if I did this? Right? That's how you learn, by being in that space of curiosity and then finding out, oh, it feels like that right now. Let's take your hands behind your head. You're going to stretch out through your heels. You're going to roll up so that you're coming up onto one elbow and a little arch up there, and then roll it down and lengthen out. Exhale, up, inhale on top, little arch, and exhale, roll it down. And you're trying to keep your butt on the floor. So you're rolling and then you're arching in this little twist. Yeah, and take it back down. Almost. It's pretty close. Try to leave your other butt cheek on it. There you go. Okay. That's it. Yeah, yeah. So for those of you in TV land that don't know, Philip is over there in the kitchen on a mat.
That's much better with both cheeks on the floor.
Yeah, much better. You get that real spiral, and it gets that little part of your waist right here. So you're trying to keep this butt down, and then you get this extra bit in here.
Yeah.
Take it down. Opening. So yeah, like our abs, just a really quick little discussion about the abs. The rectus abdominis, that's our six pack. It's going up and down like this up the front. The internal and external obliques are wrapping in this way. The bottoms are coming up, these ones are going down. And then deep inside of that, we have the transversus abdominis, which is like a corset, which is capable of sort of squeezing the whole thing in. So those layers also need to be able to move against each other so that like they're not getting gummed up, right? If we do a ton of overstabilized work and we don't do anything for mobility, everything is going to get a little gummed and glued together. So all of these movements, we're working in a really three-dimensional way where we're spiraling, we're arching, we're coming back down, is going to give us more movement through those layers so that the fascia in between, which is often very sort of gelatinous or fibrous with gelatin in it, has this chance to reintegrate itself, but not integrate, like not like re-knit, but just rehydrate. I don't know. I can't speak right now. Let's take it into a twist. I'm just gonna do it this way, arms out and spiraling one way and then the other. Yeah, so when we think of like all of those different muscle fibers, those different layers of muscle fibers, when they're engaged, they're all sort of pulling in different directions. We want to make sure that we're doing all the things that we do, our twisting, we do like our lateral work, we do our forward, backward, our up, down, from the front, from the back, from the sides. That's going to just help us. We don't have a lot of room up there. Big spiral, using your arms and your back to help. You can do this with bent knees also. And actually, like if I need to massage out my back more, the bent knee position is going to be better. But if I'm working more for the more tissue twist, leg straight is good. All right, let's flip it over and come up onto our hands and our knees. And then we're going to reach back one leg and push out through your heel. So you're like this. Pushing through your heel, and you're going to push back through your heel and arch. Then you're going to come forward over the top of your foot, push down into the top of your foot and curl, rounding, pushing into your arms. Push back to the heel, arch, and then push forward over the top of your foot and curl. Breathing however you need to breathe. So we're going kind of slow, so you probably have a full breath on both sides of that. Feel into your breath. So I have like I don't know, my neck and shoulders are a little sore today. So when I'm in some of these stretches, sometimes I'm just adding a little bit of micro movement to just feel into that and get more motion. So if you see me kind of wiggling and looking like a weirdo, beyond what I normally look like, that's what I'm doing. Just trying to get a little bit more fluidity through my shoulders and neck so that it's not too gummed up. And then change it to the other leg. Same thing, push it out through your heel. But also I feel like for me, like anytime I'm in the stretch, and if I add just a little micro movement, I can often get deeper or find something new in there. Push down over the top of your foot, round your spine, push into your arms. So really actively press. Oh, part of the reason that my neck and shoulders are sore is because I had a super intense pole class on Saturday. So it's like legit, my muscles are sore from working. In addition to the general amount of responsibility that I carry around for the whole universe. Trying to take that backpack off. Reach back, open, open, open. Settle into it and then push over the top, round. Pushing into the top of the foot, pushing into the hands. Couple more times. And come in when you're ready. Let's go over the back of our hands and little monkey fists. Oh, you can round your spine into that. You can also play with the arch and curl in the monkey fist position. Letting the backs of the skin on the back of your hand and the fascia on the back of your wrist have the opposite of this, right? Let's just do a little mobility work with that. We're going to take off our shirt. We're going to do the plie releve with our hands. So basically it's going to be bending your elbows towards the floor, come up, push through onto your tippy fingers, and then lower the heel of the hand. Fingertips are spread out wide and pressing up, taking some weight. down and up, bringing your weight over the hand as you go up. If that feels okay, if this hurts in your neck or shoulders, take it easy, bear more weight on your knees. This actually feels really good to me. In my neck and shoulders, they're feeling good about this. You can also decide how much weight you're going to bear as you go down. So if I keep my weight forward as I go down into that, like it's demanding much more than if I keep my weight back. And sometimes it's good to do less, and sometimes it's good to do more. Like you don't always want to be doing the maximum. So let's do, you're just going to reach out and up and then fold down and in, out and up, fold down and in, out and up. And then take it into this relationship. And then figure eights. And the figure eights can start to come into elbows, shoulders, chest, lungs, as big or small as you want. Like depending, if you're having a lot of wrist stuff going on or carpal tunnel or stuff in here, getting that movement of the radius and ulna over each other is important. But we also want to feel that the arms are connected all the way in, right? The beginnings and the ends of our heart through our blood out to those edges. Yeah, beautiful. And like the more that you play with that relationship, flamenco dancer arms, yeah, Balinesian dancer, that's terrible, like cultural appropriation, because I can't do it at all. But you can imagine, and in the privacy of your own home, you maybe can do something, right? They have so many hand shapes, Indian dance too, like all the mudras. So the fluency of their hands is really impressive. Whereas like, I think most Americans' hands are kind of like these utilitarian things at the end of their body that do stuff, as opposed to these expressive, like heart centers, right? Let's take our hands wide, knees kind of wide, circling through the chest and lungs, letting the heart connect to the hands. And the hands connect to the heart as we circle around. Thinking of the heart as being a part of your whole body, circulation, blood flow, heart, all together, all working together. And if we consider that most of our blood cells are coming out of our bones, the connectedness of our body is even more miraculous. And then coming back, and let's just do this. You're going to take your hand over the top of your arm. So getting this top area, this big muscle part at the top, and just give it a rub down. You can turn your hand in and out as you're doing that, but I'm trying to just get this muscle up here to be. Often when we have carpal tunnel or some kind of system happening, usually it's not in the belly of the muscle. We might feel it in the belly of the muscle, but usually the gummed upness will be closer to like where it's connecting into more stuff. So getting up high on that. You can try it with your palm open also. And the other thing about our tissue is circular movement is going to give the tissue a more three-dimensional way of adapting than if I just go like this, back and forth. Back and forth can be okay, but circular is going to be better, in my opinion. Change it to the other side. I mean, a little bit of everything, more of some things, less of other things. And the same thing. Now it's funny because my left hand feels less good at making this circle, right? Because I'm right-handed, it's like, what? I'm good at squeezing with the left hand, but circling is weird. You can turn your right hand open and closed, so you're getting all of that stuff. Right, so all of this again is like, okay, are we having things? Do we feel like we're getting arthritis? This is the kind of work that we can do to help integrate the whole system so that we're not just, oh, it's just, that's what's happening and now it's going to get worse and worse. That's medical industry thinking. That's like, oh, now you need to take this drug and that drug. But if you spend time with your body and like connect to it, much, much, much healthier systems can be working for you, as opposed to it's just breaking down and it's, oh, that's gone now, can't have that anymore. It's not like that. That's the way that's how doctors and pharmaceutical companies get paid, by your body breaking down. But if you take care of your body and you keep reintegrating things, they can heal. It's miraculous. All right. Not to say that the doctors and the pharmaceutical companies aren't great. If I have a migraine, I want some drugs. And if I hurt myself, I need to get sewn up or something like there, it's also wonderful, but it's not the only way. That's what I'm trying to say. We've got to have an integration of multiple systems. And sometimes one is the answer and sometimes something else. All right, let's take it into, and hey, my mom's a nurse. Right, I grew up with getting taken care of in that way. Head forward, heels back. Yeah, when I had strep throat, I wanted my penicillin. I'm not opposed to any of that. Let's cross under knee across your body going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So that was a lot of obliques and back working, right? We're working our core in that way. When we're twisting, you're getting your obliques just here. Oh, we should do that in a minute. I got another one for us. Bend your knees, let your legs fall from side to side. Allow that to massage out your quads. Breathe, let go. Delicious movement, delicious sensation. Sometimes even sensation that's kind of painful can feel good if you just tune it into being sensation, not something that's creating fear in your body. All right, so here's the thing I want to do. We're going to come back up and you're going to drop your hips. So hip drops, hip drops, hip drops, hip drops. Big twist. Hip, 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 hip. And you could take it to the outside. Hip, 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 hip. Or you can cross under, cross under, cross under, cross under. Whatever's working for you. Relax and come down whenever you're ready. Breathe. All right, let's do, we did this one in class yesterday. I haven't done it in this class forever. Interlace your hands behind your back or just reach back. Inhale up, exhale, double pulse, pulse, pulse. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, use your breath. And then take your hands next to your chest and just open up. Look around if it feels okay. And if it feels okay to move your body, go for it. If it feels dangerous or it hurts, don't do it. Listen to your own body. You are the expert on your body. Take it back into a child's pose. Wiggle around in your child's pose. And then shift your weight back towards your heels and come up. And we're going, my fruit salad trousers, leggings are falling down. And as they fall down, they're pulling my underwear down inside. It's getting all bunched up, a little glob. All right, we're gonna do push-ups with your elbows right next to your chest. So I'm gonna do it with my knees on the floor. These are tricep push-ups, working more the back of the arm. Chest open, spine long. Make them as easy or as hard as you want to. Off we go. Go in 1, 2, 3. There you go. 4, 5. Chest open. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax for a second. Breathe. Have a moment of independent thoughts. What? What is that? One of my ballet teachers used to say that, and I've now stolen it and say it all the time. And just spiral a little, twist, do whatever your body needs to do. Take a minute to listen in. Often in class, if I'm in a class with a lot of people, we do something, and then I see 1 or 2 people doing something to adjust. And a lot of times people will do it without even thinking about it, because they're letting their body, without consciously deciding they're going to do something, they're feeling what needs to happen. And sometimes I think it's kind of rote, like when I do this, then I do that. But sometimes it's really the body speaking. So the more we listen to what our body wants in terms of like and exertion or recuperation from what we've just done, the more integrated our whole system is going to become. And so most of my teaching, I've learned so many systems, and I'm usually just integrating by feeling what my body wants. And also thinking about, okay, we want to do a little bit of this today. We did that yesterday, like balancing out the whole week, the month, whatever. All right, let's take our elbows down to the floor. A little quick cat cow here, just an arch and curl. Really stick out your butt. Make this cat cow more about shining out of your butt and rounding your spine. Blossoming the sit bones and the pubic bone, letting that really open. You can even spend time a little adjusting there, and then curl. Reaching it out, opening up. Ha. I once took a class, and it was called like everything about the hips or everything in the world about hip opening or whatever. And the woman, she was a yoga teacher. She's like, okay, we're going to go down to the emotional graveyard, your pelvis. Like every emotion you haven't just felt, you stuffed down there. So I just loved that. I didn't feel like I learned that much other than that great line. I didn't learn any great exercises particularly because I knew most of them, but it was, I don't know. But that's the danger of coming into something thinking you know, because then you aren't actually gonna learn anything because you're like, oh, I know all this stuff, instead of being like, what's actually happening? But the emotional graveyard. So yeah, really stick out your butt, especially for women who've been taught to tuck their tail under. Take that tail, stick it out, wag it around. And then when you're ready, just release and come back into the curl. So sometimes our bodies need more of this arching, and sometimes our bodies need more curling, right? And when we're in those arches and curls, like this arch position is very much like surprise or even ecstasy. And the curl position can be like, oh, I'm enclosing, but it can also be, I'm nourishing. I'm bringing my energy back to myself and coming in. We need both. And sometimes we need more of one than the other. So listening for that, like, oh, this feels really good today. I really want to be here. Or, oh, I really just want to keep reaching out through my butt today. This feels really good. Part of it is because I was in my pole class and we were doing this upside down thing in arabesque, and the teacher kept going, Laura, arch your back more, stick out your butt, reach through the leg. And I was like, I'm trying. But it's like you have to be able to feel that in other times so that when you're at the pole or wherever you are, that you can go, oh, yeah, I can do a little bit more here. All right, let's go. One arm up, open and lift, look to the ceiling, and then thread the needle, take it down and through. You're going to put your shoulder all the way down on the floor if possible. Other hand comes up, wrap it around your thigh. Take the hand that's on the floor or that arm and just push into the floor. See if you can spiral this a little deeper. And then breathe. Feel into the breath. Breathe into the back of your shoulders. And release. Unscramble. And take the other hand up to the ceiling, open, reach up to the gods, take it through, or whatever you think is up there. Maybe it's just the clouds. Circle around. Maybe it's the cosmos. Reach to the cosmos. Bottom hand on the floor is pushing down. Finding your breath, feel the relationship of the arm into your body. You can probably feel the relationship of your scapula onto your back. Push, push, push. Spiral, spiral. And release. Unscramble. We're going to do the exact same thing one more time. Inhale, open. We might even do it 2 more times. Exhale, spiral through. Push down. Open up the hand. It can just go around. Or it can push the floor away, whatever feels good to you. If you can reach around and grab your thigh, grab it. And then let's turn this hand palm down onto the floor and push. You can release that and go to the back of the hand again and push. Release that palm down and push. Let it go. Feel free to make noise, especially in the privacy of your own home, right? When we get the sound vibration in there, it's going to vibrate the tissue and give it a little bit more. Other hand, let's see if I can do this more so you can actually see what I'm doing. Up to the ceiling, lift high, open the lungs and chest. Exhale, thread the needle, take it through. The hand that you have palm down reaches to the ceiling, wrap it around your thigh. The hand on the floor pushes into the floor. And then you take it palm down and push into the floor. Breathing with it. And then back of the hand to the floor. Let it go. and come back up. We're not gonna do it a third time. Although third time's a charm often, like maybe we are, maybe we should. No, it's not. Let's just take both hands. You're gonna reach your hands, both of them down, take your head to one side and then to the other. And you're pushing through the heel of your hand and just feel your nose, like your nose is kind of tilting one way and then your nose is tilting the other way. And then you're going to take your nose and you're just going to move it around a little bit, like you're making the alphabet with your nose or your anything. Getting onto one side in that weird position. Feeling all of that stretch through upper back and neck. And then the nose goes to the other side and the same thing. Free flow the nose. Smelling the flowers. Or you know when you're trying to locate a smell and you keep sniffing around, you could think of that. And then go back to your first side. And this time you're going to take that hand, spiral in and out. And feeling that connection all the way into the rotator cuff, into the scapula, letting that all move. Ha. And let your head move a little bit. Just feeling that whole system of muscle, fascia, bone. Yeah. And when you're ready, switch it to the other side. Same thing. Letting the hand turn in and out. Opening up. Come back into center. Give everything a shake out. Let it go. Relax your head. We're going to do one more. You're going to push through one hand. You're going to take your other hand up here. Just, you could massage, but I think I'm just going to push. I'm just going to push down with that hand as I move things around my head, my arm. So I'm like, I am just holding the hand there and letting the tissue get the massage underneath by moving around. There isn't a right or wrong here. You're just listening and feeling in. If it feels really bad, then change it. That would be the wrong. Whenever you're ready, change it to the other side. Hand pushing down, other hand reaching out. And you get to turn your head. You can move your head around, smelling the flowers with your nose, and then also letting that hand turn in and out. So you're feeling into this whole hand, scapula, collarbone, into the neck, into the face even, into the ears relationship. Let's do one last thing here. So this is going to be for your eyes. So the eyes are the only part of your brain that's bulging out of your head. You're going to take your fingers very lightly. I'm just going to lean over to show you. Right sort of at your hairline, this little indentation. Really light, 3 fingers touch. Come up and then move your eyes around. And see if you can feel that movement under your fingertips. It's pretty subtle. And you may not feel anything. But I can feel it just ever so slightly. And it's like your optic nerve is going down back of your neck. So there's a relationship there. Just feeling how we're interconnected in these amazing systems of tensegrity. One thing moves, something else moves. It's not like this can move isolated and it's not affecting a lot of other things. It's all going to be affected. Yeah, let's take our hands behind our head. Just drop around your spine. Let it go. Surrender into yourself. Everything is okay. No, it's not. Yes, it is. And then inhale. Open and arch. Look up. Ha. And then move your jaw a little bit. I can even move your tongue. Lion's pose. Wow. Make faces like you're a big animal. Like a lion or a tiger. Ha. All right, let's shake that out. Where are we? What is the time? One day I'll get a clock in here. I actually have one. Oh, it's 9:47. All right, so let's just do some hip stuff. Let's do it side lying hip stuff, and then we'll stretch our hips, and then we'll finish it off. So coming onto your side, we're going to do batmas and passes. Let's do it like that. So you're going to do batma up, toes to knee passe, kick it up, flex your foot to come down. Kicking it up to the side, toes into the passe, up, flex down. If it's too much to think about your foot, then don't worry about it. Just Batma, passe, Batma, and lower. Up, fold it in, reach it up, and come down. Up, fold it in, reach it up, and down. Up, in, up, down, up, in, up, down. Two more. Up, in, up, down. Last one, up, in. Stay there. Internally, externally rotate. Going one. From the passe up, knee to the ceiling, and then the floor. 2, 3. Hello, butt. 4. Hello, rotators. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. 10. That's it. Roll over onto your back. Cross your ankle over your knee. Draw it in towards you. If you want to straighten the bottom leg, go for it. Whatever you need to do. If you want to change this hip stretch to suit your body, go for it. Breathing. Relax your face. Relax your jaw. Relax your tongue. And then you can also engage it, like move your tongue around, move your face around, shake out your legs, let it go. Shake, 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 shake out your legs and arms. Letting any extra tension out of your body. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. And then release. And roll it over to the other side. So starting with the Batma passe. So kick it up, fold it in, kick it up, flex to come down. Up, passe, up, down. Batma, whoa, falling over, Batma, passe, Batma, lower. Up, in, up, down, up, in, up, down, up, in, up, down, up, in. 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Stay there, in and out, going 1 for 10. Try to keep your hips fairly stable. 2, so we're really working in those rotators. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'm using my toes to push against to get that higher. And last one, 10. And cross it onto your back, draw it in, breathe into it. Let go. Fold in if you want to. Happy MLK Day. Do you say happy MLK? Let's honor Martin Luther King today. And then shake it all out, shake it all out. Then you're just gonna rotate your legs in and out from your hip sockets. Easy little shake with that, jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. And come up, stretch your legs out in front of you, flex your feet, walk your butt from side to side, forward fold, hang out there for a couple of breaths. Surrender and melt, let go. And then slowly roll it up. Crossing one foot over. You can leave the other leg straight, just spiral towards the top leg, twisting, looking around behind you. And then come, take your knee, drop it down. Either way, doesn't matter. And take it forward. Soften and melt, breathe. Breathing life energy into your body. And then unscramble and release it. Give a little bang. Shake out your body, let it go. Cross it over to the other side. Spiral towards your knee. Breathe. Come back to center, knee over knee, take it down. Surrender, let go, nothing to hold on to. Reaching through your heel, breathing into your body. And then roll it up, unscramble, give it a bang, rotate in and out. See if you can relax your ankles and feet. And then slide your feet underneath you. We're just going to rock it forward so your knees are going toward the floor. If they don't touch down, it's fine. If it hurts to be in deep flexion, you can just hang out on your feet in a forward fold. But it feels okay rocking yourself forward and backward. Move your hands as necessary. And this is a total option, but if you want to, you can come up and then knees toward the floor. Little kind of baby camel. So yeah, I can go forward, backward here. And this is giving my calves and Achilles and my feet some stuff. And then if I take it here, oh, I'm getting the front of my body also. So really, whatever feels like you want to do it. And if you don't want to do it or something doesn't feel right, don't do it. So there've been times where one of my feet was all messed up and I couldn't go into that much flexion through my foot. But now I'm fine. So things do change. But I also, like, I totally feel like chiropractic, some kind of hands-on stuff. If you have people that have good hands, like Reiki, chiropractic, osteopathy, all that stuff can be so amazing. We're such an untouched culture. And it's, I don't know, not particularly healthy for our animal bodies to be so isolated and cold, even though it might feel comfortable for us. Yeah, if you want to take a little squat for a second there. Breathe, let go, surrender. Breathe into your back. And then taking your tail up to the ceiling. If you are not an untouched person or an untouched culture, then lucky you. Shift your butt from side to side. And then come in and roll it up, coming all the way up to the top. Little adjustment of the camera. Amazing. And inhale, open, 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 lift. This time, easy, gentle shake. Shake it out. Let it go. Anything that hasn't dislodged, let it dislodge. Inhale, open. And exhale, shake, shake, shake. Oh my God, my house, my apartment is so much warmer by the ceiling. The floor is freezing. Yeah, put your hands up, you don't notice it. Inhale. Well, that ceiling's a little higher than this one. Yeah. Exhale down. And Philip, before we finish, just come in to say hi to the TV people. And of course, these guys, but I'm going to stop this thing. There's Philip. Hi. My dancer person who is going to be dancing with me upstate on the 27th of 27th, 28th, and 29th of January, 2023. If I could find the way to get the buttons to come back on, I would stop the live stream. It's not even a live stream. Oh, I'm not trying to leave the meeting. I just want to stop recording. There we go.